Hi everyone, today I am just going to give you a quick little flip through of my 2022 bullet journal as it is so far. The journal I'm using this year is from Archer and Olive. It's a really gorgeous linen journal, and I have it in this green color with a little bit of gold foil detail on the front here with the little house plant. This is a really high quality journal that I've been wanting for a while, and this is going to be my first one this year, so I'm really excited about it. It has all of the standard things that bullet journals usually have. It has a little elastic here, a pen loop. In the back it's got a pocket for any little stickers or notes you want to keep in there. And one really beautiful detail is this little bookmark charm that is absolutely precious and just makes it look so luxurious. I love that little detail. It also has your dot grid pages, although they have other options online. And these pages are really nice and thick. And I believe you can even watercolor on these, which is great. So anyway, let's get into the actual journal. Here's my first page, so I guess it's the cover page. One thing I like about this journal as well is that it doesn't have all of those like extra blank pages in the front that my previous journals have had. Things like for the table of contents or index and the key, I just find those to be unnecessary pages that I don't use. So I like that this one doesn't have that. So anyway, since it's the first page, I wanted to make something that was kind of just more of like an art piece. So I have this little image that I actually cut out of like some kind of artsy catalog or magazine. And then I just layered a bunch of papers and stickers and die cuts. This one says good luck because I'm sure we're all hoping that 2022 is better than the last few years. So good luck to everyone this year. Then the next couple of pages are kind of like my yearly overviews. So I have every month in here with its little calendar, and then I have a couple of sections. The first section is for any like holidays or big events that I have, and then I have another section on the very side that I set aside for myself for any like monthly tasks that I need to keep in mind. And I have these leaf details that took a really painstaking amount of time. They're so tiny and dainty, and it just took forever for me to do those. And these layouts actually are inspired by the owner of Archer and Olive, who is an amazing artist, and she always does these like intricate leaf details. And I believe even like this framing kind of idea I took from her Instagram as inspiration and turned it into these pages. I just added a couple stickers here and there just to give it a little bit of color. And here are the next 6 months. And in the corners, I also went with kind of like a star theme. So I added just little images that I penned in, like stars and moons, that kind of thing. And then from there, I'm gonna go straight into January. I have more pages at the back of my journal that I'll show you later. Since we're at like the middle or end of January right now, I actually have already been using this journal for a month, so I have some like finished pages to show you. So here's what my January page looked like. Kind of simple. I was waiting on like a big sticker shipment that I had just ordered. It's actually the sticker haul that I posted last week, so if you want to check that out, you can watch that. But I was trying to just use what I had on hand while I was waiting for those stickers, so I just threw on some stuff from my stash in here. And then this is another page that's inspired by Archer and Olive's Instagram. I kind of took a layout that she had and tried to recreate it, which was really fun to do, but I think her style is just like a little bit too intricate and time consuming for me personally. I think it came out really pretty though. I used a metallic marker to make this kind of like background, and then I either penned in or stamped all of these little leaves. So it kind of looks like a washi tape strip actually, and I think it turned out really cool, but it just took too long. This is actually like a DIY sticker. I like stamped an image and colored it in myself. Again, I was waiting for those stickers and I really wanted to use stickers in my book, so I kind of just tried to do with what I had. After this first layout, which was the first one for January, I switched to a completely different look because I realized that it was unsustainable for me to keep spending so much time on one layout. So I switched to kind of like a simpler one. And this year I'm gonna try and use my stamps a little more. I have these like letter and number stamps that I think are perfect for using in my weekly layouts. So you'll see in the next few pages, I have stamped in all of these numbers to spruce it up since it's kind of a simple layout. I'm just adding in like little pops of color with stickers. These are more DIY stickers that I made, and then with washi tape. This is actually the week we're on now, so it's a little bit emptier. Started adding in some of my new stickers in here, and I'm really excited for that. Since there were 2 leftover days in December, I just did a half page for those and then filled it in with some Polaroids I had from the month. Then on the other side, this is a counter to keep track of how many eggs my chickens lay. Yes, I have chickens. That's a new thing from last year that is very exciting in my life. I have 10 chickens, 9 hens, and 1 rooster, and this year I am trying to keep track of how many eggs they lay just for really my own knowledge. Last year was our first year having chickens. We raised them from chicks, and this is going to be their first year as like full-grown, fully laying hens. So I'm just curious for my own benefit how many eggs we're gonna get throughout the year. So far it's a lot. We get like 5 to 7 eggs a day, which is amazing. Anyway, that's that. Then I already started with my February layouts. I just have the monthly one for now. I hand lettered the header, and then I added in a bunch of my new stickers. I went kind of crazy because I was so excited, and I opened up like all of my different sticker packs and just layered a whole bunch of them on. I really like these like photographic landscape ones that I got. They're really nice for layering, and they're just really pretty. I messed up here with my grid, so I just covered it up with a couple of my more opaque stickers. I know the style doesn't really go with like this kind of look, but I needed something opaque. Maybe you can kind of see my lines peeking through here. I just extended them too far. But I like to do that a lot when I mess up, just cover it up with some stickers and no one will ever know. And then this side is like very collaged. I have a piece of pattern paper with stickers and washi tape. And I think this is kind of going to be the look that I'm going to try and achieve this year. I just find collaging to be really fun. I'm realizing that I don't really like illustration as much because it stresses me out too much because I'm worried I'm going to mess it up or that I'm not good enough. And instead of dealing with all that, I am just going to do what I feel comfortable with, which is layering up pretty things and playing with pretty stationery because that is what fills my heart. So that's it for February. I haven't gotten into the weekly layouts yet because it's still only like middle of January right now. But I like to plan ahead, which is why I have the monthly one already done. So now flipping to the back of my book, because this is where I like to keep a lot of my yearly layouts actually, so that if I add more trackers and things throughout the year, then they're all in one place and not jumbled in between my monthly layouts. Here's the very back, and then the first page starting from the back is my goals page. And again, I kind of collaged a bunch of different papers that I got from a nice catalog. Anytime I get catalogs or like really cool books or something like that, I will flip through and I won't even look at the content. I'll just look for pretty things like this. This is from like a typography magazine because I'm a graphic designer, and I just thought it was really cool. I liked like the gray hue, and it lists all the different fonts here. And I don't really care what it says. I kind of just like the visual texture of like having all of those letters and words in the different fonts there. So I thought that was a really nice layering piece. This piece of paper is like a translucent vellum kind of paper that has that red pattern on it that I thought was really cool. And then I layered on top some Post-it stickers. Yeah, that's my goals page. And then a lot of the other pages are trackers and things like that. This first one is my trackers for TV shows and movies. Then the next spread is for my books. I went with the star theme, and I originally was just going to illustrate it in black and white, doing a lot of pen work. But then I got these stickers in the mail with like stars and planets, and I added those in, and I do like the pop of color that it adds. I was originally just gonna go like black and white with my whole book and keep it simple, and then I just decided why not just have fun with these stickers, and I'm gonna go crazy with it this year and kind of just make it really colorful. Honestly, last year I took a little bit of like a more simple approach to my bullet journal because there were so many other things that were taking up mental space during 2020 and 2021 that I didn't want to have to put pressure on myself. But this year I am really going to try and have fun with it and incorporate a lot more fun designs and things like that. The next page is kind of boring right now. It's just trackers for my retirement savings and mortgage. Boring stuff, but important stuff to keep track of. My next page is my yearly thing that I do, 28 things while 28, because I'm 28 this year. So yeah, it's pretty empty right now, but by the end of September, it's gonna be all filled up. The next couple of pages are for my in-stocks trackers. So I'll go back 2 pages so you can see the first spread. I already have my January one. My chickens in the snow, they're so cute. So in the past, for my monthly in-stockses, I've done 4 to a page because they fit perfectly. But this year, I thought I would spread it out a little bit and fill up 2 full spreads. And this way, I can do 3 in-stockses per page, and then there's plenty of space for decoration because then it makes it really nice to look at, even when I don't have stuff filled in there. Like right now, I think it looks so pretty even though most of these are empty. So I've got my little header, and I've put in some like washi tape and some stickers. And you can see some of these things are gonna be slightly covered up when there's an in-stocks in there, but I think that's totally fine. I mean, it adds to like the layered collage look that I'm going for anyway. And you can see here, this is just so pretty to look at even when all these things are empty. And I think it's nice to have it look nice for most of the year because this is not going to be filled in until the end of the year. And it's just really a really fun place to use up some of my like bigger pieces that don't necessarily fit on like my weekly layouts because they take up a lot of space. But I have this big empty space to work with since I am doing 3 in-stockses instead of 4. So it's a nice little space for these bigger pieces. The next spread is for keeping track of some projects that I want to work on this year, garden projects and house projects. So I have those. And I love these little stickers that I put in. These ones, I don't know what it is, but I just love them. They're so pretty. And I lettered in the titles and added a whole bunch of stickers. This is another like artsy typography paper that I layered in. And then the last page, just some other random trackers as well. So that's it for what I have for my 2022 journal so far. I'm gonna keep it fun this year and try and incorporate as many fun things as I can and not to put pressure on it because this is supposed to be a fun hobby and I hope you guys are doing the same. And hopefully I'll keep you a little bit more updated with my journal this year than I did last year. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you again in the next one.